Hey everyone, Commissioner Turner here. This week I just want to take a couple minutes to offer some words of encouragement and gratitude to our teachers all across the state of Tennessee, whether you teach in a private school or any of our public schools, whether you homeschool your children or you're a professor who works at any of the wonderful institutions we have across the state of Tennessee. With the recent announcement of school closures as a result of COVID-19 for the remainder of the academic year, I know that it feels like this particular chapter had an ending that was not written by you and didn't go the way that you wanted it to. And I can certainly understand and empathize with that. I come from a family of educators. My father was an administrator, my mother was a teacher, and my brother for several years taught here in Middle Tennessee. But teaching is the greatest act of optimism. And I want you to know that while this particular chapter might not have had the ending that you had hoped it was going to have at the beginning of the school year, the final story is not written for these students. They're going to go out, and the impact that you had on them will shine through in a unique way in each one of their own unique stories. You know, a teacher is like a candle. It will consume itself to help light the way for others. And that's what each one of you have done this year in the face of something that's been so unprecedented that nobody has ever had to deal with this before. The wonderful thing about being a teacher and being an educator is that we know that every single child is just one caring adult away from being that next great success story. You impacted your students because they don't care how much you know. They're not going to listen. They're not going to want to learn until they know how much you care. And you invested in each one of these children. You invested in them as individuals first. And they know that, and they love you for that, and they will never forget you because of that. If there were no teachers, there'd be no other professions. That's how important teachers are to the state of Tennessee. That's how important teachers are to the governor and to this administration. And that's how much gratitude and thanks that we owe to you for the investment that you've done into each one of our children all across the state of Tennessee. Thank you. God bless you. And we'll talk to you next week. Bye-bye.